For years, the truth was hidden behind sealed doors and locked files. One name continued to surface in headlines across America: Jeffrey Epstein. Now, those documents are being unsealed. Thousands of pages of court records and testimonies released to the public. Not speculation, not rumor, but official files that could change how this case is understood. Who knew? Who stayed silent? And what will these records finally reveal? This is the story of the Epstein Files, and why the world is watching. Jeffrey Epstein presented himself as a wealthy financier with powerful connections. He owned luxury homes in Palm Beach and in the heart of New York City. To the outside world, his life looked private, exclusive, and untouchable. But behind closed doors, disturbing accusations had followed him for years. In 2005, police in Florida began investigating claims of abuse. The case faded from headlines, but the questions never truly disappeared. Epstein continued to travel, hosting guests and flying on private jets. For a time, it seemed the spotlight would never return to him. Then in July 2019, federal agents arrested him in New York. This time, the charges were serious, and the world was watching closely. A man once surrounded by power was suddenly facing the justice system, and the story of Jeffrey Epstein was about to take a darker turn. As cameras flashed, the man at the center of it all was finally taken into custody, not in secret, but in front of the world. Within hours, the headlines exploded. A powerful figure accused of running a hidden network for years. The walls began to close in, courtrooms filled, documents surfaced, and investigators followed every lead. Behind locked doors, the story grew darker. Because this arrest was only the beginning, not the end, investigators began mapping a network that stretched far beyond one place. Private jets and secret trips pointed to meetings hidden from public view. Many records were sealed, and large parts were blacked out from the files. Powerful figures appeared in the shadows, but few ever spoke openly. Flight logs and contact lists raised more questions than answers. Behind closed doors, key details remained locked away. The evidence suggested something bigger than anyone first imagined, and as the storm gathered, the truth seemed closer, yet harder to reach. When the court ordered long-sealed records to be opened, everything changed. Page after page revealed testimony that had been hidden for years. Thousands of lines, names, and dates began circulating online. Newsrooms raced to understand what these documents really meant. Headlines spread fast, but the details were complex and disturbing. Lawyers and reporters pored over every paragraph. Each page raised new questions instead of clear answers, and the world realized this was far from over. As the files went public, reactions came from every corner of society. Social media filled with debates, theories, and demands for answers. For many, the story felt bigger than just one case. People asked how this could happen for so long without stopping. Television networks covered the developments around the clock. Phones lit up with alerts as new details emerged. In homes everywhere, viewers watched in silence, trying to make sense of what they were seeing. One question kept returning again and again: who knew, and who chose not to speak? The files hinted at influence, connections, and protection, but many details remained hidden behind redactions and silence. Some doors stayed firmly closed, and some answers never came. It became clear this was not just about one man, but about a system that failed to act in time. Years later, the case still casts a long shadow. The files are open, but the full truth remains unclear. New generations continue to search for accountability and for justice that many feel never truly arrived. What happened cannot be undone, but remembering it may prevent it from happening again. The Epstein Files stand as a warning of what can happen when power goes unchecked.